sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to today's tutorial. I've been having a couple of friends ask me about like callouts and stuff, so I thought I'd make a quick video of the maps that I know pretty well, and also give you a link to some other stuff to help you learn. But anyway, we'll start at the obvious thing. This is T-spawn here. This is where the terrorists will spawn at, and then if we go to the left here, doing the basic callouts. Some will say call that like a T-pad or something, but you shouldn't worry about that too much. Just T-spawn is the general area from basically back here all the way back here. And if they want to get more specific, say you're CT, and they'll be like, hey, someone's camping alongside A of T-spawn, so you'll know they're just like. And same thing with B tunnels. They can just be like, they're camping T-spawn from B tunnel side, and if they say like right outside the tunnels, then you'll know they're like right general vicinity here. So there's that for you. This is upper B tunnels. Basically general information. This is the tunnels people use to either go to B or they might go from T-spawn and then come in here and do a fake B, like smoke it or just like do whatever there, and then sneak out or rush out depending on how the play is going, and then they'll go lower B, which and then you'll go from here. You have your suicide area. The reason it's called that is because most of the time you have a CT opper here. You'll just be like peeking here, and then boom. If you're rushing down there, you're almost 90% of the time dead. So you never want to take this area unless you know they're on eco or something like that, or it's just like that's about the only time really. Then you got your mid doors. You have your Xbox. Why it was named Xbox, I have no idea, but this is the Xbox which you can jump up on and then jump up across there. Like so. And you're on your catwalk. Catwalk here. Catwalk to right about here. And then on catwalk, on Australian servers, and maybe EU, I'm not sure. I haven't played EU much. I've played Australian a lot with a friend. Instead of catwalk, this will be known as short. A short. So just be aware of the different region callouts. Most of them are the same, but there are those short, small little differences there. Okay. Then you got your top of mid, obviously. They call this palm tree. I don't know why you call it power palm tree, but they do, so there's that. So if someone says palm tree, the opper will know to look here, or whoever's covering mid will know to look here if they're trying to get a pick. Alright, that's about mid. Some people will call this some crazy name. I don't even know what the name of it for. It's never been called out in any of the games. I played DMG LE level, so no idea what people call it. There's probably some name for it though. But all you have to do is when you say you're like CT, you just say someone's holding top right of mid. That's all. Everyone knows what that is. They're just like, oh, okay. Easy enough. Easy. Alright. Okay. Let's go check out B spawn since that's where I was started. Here is one entrance to B spawn. This is mid here. You usually want to smoke the cross if you're T side. That way you can't get opt or shot on their A side. Alright. Here is the top of mid boxes, B boxes. And people usually camp here, so watch out for this. Like say you're checking your corners, you definitely want to check this good because it's hard to see until you're right about there. You'll finally see them. You can do a wide peek if you want. A wide peek would probably be best. Doing a wide peek here is the best way to peek because it keeps you safe. If you don't have a smoke here and you manage to get it across, they can't really see you unless they push hard. And then you can see boxes, and it also keeps you safe from the window area, which that's called window. And that way you're safe and covered. The only place they can get you is if they sneak up on you mid while you're crossing, but you would have been screwed either way because they would have just pushed you. So this is a way to check corners though. So wide peek over here, like that, and go there. You got B door here, B window. This is known as window, just window, because there's no other windows on this map. So window here. Then you have your B site. This is all B site. Anything basically from that corner to that corner to that. Oh, I'm out of ammo. To this corner here. That's B site. It's the lower part of B. And then you have. No one calls this thing anything. This is just known as B site as well. And no one ever camps here. If they do, you'll see them. They'll say right outside, right in front of B doors or something, so you'll know. And then you have your fence here, which is a good camp spot, where when you're CT defending, it leaves them exposed. They usually don't check this first, since if they do, they will be shot from their site or possibly platform if they are, let's say, crouched here. Okay, and then from there you got on top of B boxes, which there are a couple of different ways to get up here. It's a good camp spot as well. This is the easiest way to get up here I found, is jumping backwards using this little lip here, and then just jumping and crouch jumping backwards until you get to the top. There's another way more complicated way by doing this, and then you have to get it just perfect. It takes more time, I think. I mean, you can practice it, but I still think the tunnel side is much better. It could be dangerous unless you smoke it, and if they rush you then it might be dangerous, but usually if you smoke it you're going to spray through it to begin with to make sure no one's coming, so then you can just do it this way. Either way is not too hard, I just prefer that way. Anyway, so that's B boxes, inside B boxes. I'm looking at some guide. No one calls this dog. I've never heard that call out ever. I don't know why you would call it dog, but apparently, yeah, just don't even use that term. Just say left side, B tunnel, straight left side. Because if they don't call fences, then you'll know what they're talking about. Just say left side, B tunnels, door. Alright, there you go. As I said, you got back of platform, which is where people op or scout or just hold with some gun. It's an easy peek spot for them to hold the tunnels with. Another spot you might want to check if you're pushing T side is you can check this little corner here. And I already told you fence. There's car there, so always check that. But is your first pushing. Make sure no one's there shooting you, and then from there, you want to make sure no one is either boxes or they might be up here just waiting and peek when they hear you, or holding this and then peek when they hear you, or even a little further back and peek. You just gotta check your corners, guys. Alright. So this is mid here, CT spawn. CT spawn, mid here, mid doors, already said. Okay. So CT spawn, here's a little trick you can do. Slip here. This is a good hole when you're CT side. And you make no noise when you jump. So it's a good place to look out for mid push if you're watching mid, and you have someone watching cat as well, so you don't have to worry about that. And this is a good spot to peek from. If you hear someone, you can jump, make sure they're there, or just jump to make sure they're not creeping in. And when they are, it's not the best cover, but it's easy to jump down from. But you should be able to take someone out by surprise. No one usually checks that spot when they push mid. Other places you can get is, I'm not so good at this one. I don't use it a lot, so, but there's a lip here. That you can do this or jump up on here for some reason. I don't know why someone would jump here, but they can. And yeah, it'd be nice if there was a backlip to jump on, but there's not, so it's not really that useful. The most useful place is there, and I believe there's a way to get up there, but I'm not too sure, and it's very complicated and time consuming, so it's not very practical. Alright, moving on from CT. This is CT, as I said. From CT, we have Fast Cat, which is right here. People will boost their teammates. They'll just duck and jump up so they can get to the cat area, which we've discussed before, which is up there. And they can watch cat faster and surprise people when they push. This is elevator here. It's another boost spot. Say when you're defending or people are rushing and you have a couple guys here, one will duck for the other to get up on the site, so you don't have two people in a pretty useless position here, open from all sides. And then you have the cross, obviously, where they cross from long A. This is long A here. I'll go back and show you. And I'll get more on the site. This is long A, outside long A doors, T side. This is inside long A doors, which is also known as long doors, just inside. Might call it the little room inside of long doors, whatever you want to say to make it clear to your teammates. And then you go outside, you have the blue trash can, I call it. Some people say box. This is definitely not a damn box. It is a damn trash can. I don't know why anyone thinks that's a box, but okay. Definitely a trash can. Blue trash can. Then you have this little thing. You just say right of door on barrel. There's a guy on the side of blue T, and you see a guy side, right side. If you're T spawn, barrel, T side. Rushing, just say right side of blue trash can, just blue, whatever you want to call it. Or if you see a guy left side, and then you gotta check behind doors. It's another thing I forgot to tell you. When you're pushing, make sure you always check behind these doors completely, because if you just check there and you're like, oh, but you didn't check far enough, because they could still be right there or there. So make sure you check your corners completely. Let me show you something really quick while we're here. The best way, if you're CT and you want to push, I don't suggest pushing all the time, but in some cases it's good to push. If you want to push from A long. First you check in front of you, of course, and you listen. But if you don't hear anything, no one's there. From there, you want to check that corner there, because people camp there. And from there, you want to check that corner there. And then keep checking that corner. And some people say check that first, but it's not realistic. What you want to do is check right there, and then make it quick, because they won't hold 90% of the time. They won't wide peek, like sit here. They just won't do it. So they'll be back in this cubby or back here. So you'll still be pretty safe to check that corner there. They might hit you, but they probably won't kill you. And then check there, and then check there, there, and then finally the barrels, and then finally there. The reason I've just seen by checking this first, that leaves you wide open to getting shot from top of mid, because they'll usually hold that corner right there, or top of mid area can be anywhere in there, and they'll just blast you when you're checking. So that's just how I found the safest way to check is. It's not perfect, of course, but it's the safest I've come up with. So there's that. Alright. You got pit here, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's a pit. And you got the side of pit. You can either say back wall of pit or pit platform, whatever you want to say. Pit side area. They'll know what you're talking about. And then from here, you have car, another car. This is T car. A lot of people will stay right here. I use this spot a lot. And then they can peek, or if they have a scout, they can get on the car here. And if someone's pushing long, jump scout them. Jump scout, get down, change position. Alright, so there's car, pit, A long area. And then this is the cross again. And then you just have normal box. It really doesn't have a name. Box at ramp. This is the box. This is ramp. Box at ramp. Pretty self-explanatory. Goose. This is named Goose because of that. So if someone's back here to like this area, then he'll be Goose. Goose is this. That's the top of ramp there. Got barrels. Alright. And we have this little place, which doesn't really have a name, but people use it a lot. Just say like, if you're pushing cat, it's left side. Pretty self-explanatory. Straight ahead, left side, left side, left side. Everything doesn't have to have a name, but a lot of it does, so it helps. You got a platform, which is where you plant the bomb. You can plant for long anywhere in this area. I suggest here, here, some right here, right here. If you're planting for long, for cat, if you want to guard from there, you want to plant your bomb here to about that area. Because if you plant it any more that way, they might be able to see the bomb if it was, say, like in that area, and still be able to defuse without you seeing them completely. And if they have like a teammate covering them, then it's pretty much game over and a fell plant from your team. If you're alone and they have a lot of people, you might want to just do a safe plant and then do the best you can. At least you'll have the money. That's about the safest spot you can plant. And then you can try to clean up from there, but you better have your A game going. Okay, on site here we have the sight barrel, which no one really uses. I've never seen anyone just do this. Some people will call this box headshot here. It's not truly a headshot box because you can't peek and shoot and see their head only, but it is known as the secondary headshot box just because of what it's used for. But you can call it first cover box, whatever you want to say if you're pushing there. And then headshot, the true headshot is right here. People will duck here. Well, not there, because then you're wide open. But they'll duck right about here. And then as they see you push, they'll duck. And that's about it for the callouts. One thing you might want to know is if you're T-side and you're pushing here, you can still get shot without seeing where you're getting shot from. The reason being is this little opening right here. Where is it now? Oh, it's not on this box. I don't use it much and I don't have a scoped weapon. Hold on. There it is, right there. Sorry about that. I had a quick crash here, but this video is almost over. Anyway, what I was talking about here is the magical box. You can still see through there, and they cannot see you. So it's kind of the magic spot. See the shots go through pretty perfect. And if someone's there, it's more useful for a it's a one-shot kill anyway on the body up. It really wouldn't headshot someone, but it's still something to keep in mind. There's no other really good spots like that. Trying to find one, but no. That's about it. Alright guys, that has been the Dust 2 map tutorial. And if you have any further questions about this map, I'll try to address it as much as I can. So, yeah, have a great day, and I hope this helped you, and good luck. If you want to go ahead and hit that subscribe for me, check out the next video if it's available to you. Check out my last video if you missed it and want to see what it's about. There's also a donation button at the top right corner to support the channel. Thanks again, I appreciate every one of you, and have a great day.